Forever. Dog.
Sometimes school is incredible and you can't quite explain it, so you try. Is Hampton High? Hello, you're listening to Hampton High, the podcast that asks the question, what about WTF with Mark Maron, but for my school? I'm your host, Hampton McKelvey. I'm a junior, and I'm talking Rockville Prep's most interesting students, staff, and all the above. Rockville Prep, go Skunks! Hello, everyone. Hello, Skunkies. I'm trying out Skunkies, seeing if that works. If it don't work, then tell me, and I'll stop because I trust you guys. Today is going to be a bit of a different episode than usual because I will not be hosting it. Let me explain. So don't turn it off right now. I'm still gonna be in it. So if you're scared that you're not gonna get enough of me, be scared no more. Hampton's here to stay. But I wanted to try things out that were a little new. Basically, here's what's happening. So there is a new film club at school. We can watch movies and stuff and maybe get credit for it. I'll have to ask about that. But there's just a new film club made by this sophomore, Fort Brady. I don't really know him that well, but I always knew him as the kid with rollerblades. But this is something he's working on. He's working on a film club. And so I was like, sure, I'll join a film club. I always want to see, flicks. I like watching movies with my friends for sure. And then when I tried to join, he was like, all right, then you have to be interviewed. And I was like, what? Why? He's like, I need everyone to be interviewed before they join the club to see what they think about certain movies. And I was like, okay. And it made me feel a little weird, but I actually kind of respected it because it's nice to see someone really care about what they're doing, and care about what their thing is, and to have enough trust in their thing that they want to give people who want to join a little bit of business. I respect that. I really respect that. I think it's really admirable. So what I thought was well, sure, I want to join this anyways. I guess I'm about to do the interview anyways. How about I just have the interview recorded, just change things up a little bit, I guess. I don't know. So basically that's where we are. I'm with Fort right now, where, he's going to interview me. It's going to be on the pod. And I guess you will be the host of the episode. So here's what I'm gonna say for it. Treat this like it's your podcast, and the podcast is just you doing the interview. Know what I mean? And I'm just the guest, and that's just what we'll do. Does that work?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, you should. So
okay.
Do you want to I do an introduction every time. So
yeah,
if you want
I'll do.
Okay.
Hello, and this is Fort Brady's interview session number 1 for the Rockville High Film Club. Today,
I'm sorry. Sorry. Yeah, no, keep going. It's so fucking weird. Yeah.
Today, I'm interviewing Hampton about his interest in film to see if he'll be interested in being in the film club.
Sorry.
So, Hampton, can I ask you, what are some films that you like that you've always grown up kind of watching over and over again?
Sure. Great question. Thank you for asking, Ford. This is weird. I guess films I like. I love Marvel movies, love Iron Man, Captain America. I kind of love the Muppet stuff. I think Muppet Treasure Island, some of those layer Muppet stuff is really fucking. I love the Muppets. Jason Segel's fucking badass. I can't believe he did that. I love funny movies like Hangover. I love funny movies like Anchorman. Weird movies like Wet Hot. My friends showed me. I like Big Lebowski. Actually, you wouldn't expect that from me, but I actually think it's a really cool movie. And I also think it's funny too, which you wouldn't expect from me.
Yeah. So you mentioned you like Marvel movies. Iron Man, mm-hmm. Captain America. Mm-hmm. Do you like the more dark Marvel universe?
Yeah, I do. I think I do like the dark stuff because I think I'm a kind of a comic book fan too. And I do think that comics are they're lighthearted and fun, but they actually get some really dark, dangerous places. And it's nice to see film reflect that because usually people think of comics as for kids, but when it's a little more dark, then you're no, it's for big kids too, adults. So it's for adults too.
I couldn't agree with you more. Are you excited for the new Spider-Man Venom movie? Yeah,
I am excited for Venom. I'm excited for that because I think Venom is a fucking badass character that I'm sorry, Spider-Man 3 fucking sucked, and Topher Grace is he's skinny and what's his name? Tom What's his name? Who's the guy who's playing Venom?
Tom.
It's not Tom Brady.
Hardy.
Tom Hardy. Yeah. Like he's fucking like ripped and like actually hot too. And I think like that's cool.
Yeah. Now, would you have? Are you familiar with the other Tom Hardy superhero flick? A little film called The Dark Knight Rises, perhaps.
He's in Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, he's kind of giving a bit of a transformative performance as the iconic Batman character, I Will Break You himself, Bane.
Oh,
yeah, he's in the mask.
Oh, the guy with the. Oh, whoa! I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's just doing a fun voice.
Oh, that voice is so funny. It was like, I want to. You know, it was like very.
Yes.
You know, like.
Do you feel in control?
Yeah. Like. I was born in a hole. You know, like that kind of shit. Like,
yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
Yeah, I was born in a hole.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah, I mean, like I was born in a hole. You know, I was born in darkness. You know what I mean? Sorry,
yeah, he's very talented.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on The Dark Knight Rises?
I thought it was good. I thought it wasn't good as Dark Knight.
Well, it's really hard to follow, the legacy of Heath Ledger.
Yeah,
wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think so. I think like that joke was just like it was the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's probably one of the best performances of all time.
I think it goes down with like Zach Galifianakis in Hangover. I think it goes down with like, Will Ferrell and Anchorman. I think it goes down with like, all these like really great, incredible comedic performances that are like, I know those are comedies, but you can actually act in comedies too.
I mean, I feel like it's at, on the level of, Michael Caine as Alfred.
Yeah, I love. No, he's really good in that too. He's like, because Michael Caine is like, I love how he made Alfred, who was just like, a butler, into like strangely badass.
Yeah, at one point he picks up a cane and decides he's gonna whack somebody with it.
Yeah, that was cool.
As he's watching his mansion burn.
Yeah, which is also pretty badass. Like, I mean, that movie was good for sure. I think it was my least favorite of the trilogy.
The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
Well, it's really hard to put an end, and he tried his best.
Yeah. Well,
and I love it. I love them all equally. I don't view them as one movie, different from the next. I view them as one large movie.
You surely have like different like experiences with each one. You mean when you saw it in theaters, like?
Oh yeah, I remember each one vividly. I'd go down to the Rockville 2. And,
nice, yeah.
Typically on the night of a Batman release, they'd put both theaters would be playing one of the Batman movies instead of one of the big blockbusters in one of the little indie movies.
Yeah, so people who don't know, sorry, guess I'm hosting for a second. So people who don't know the Rockville 2, it's a movie theater. It only has two screens. So you always do one blockbuster, one like weird movie. So it's like a kind of a cool thing where like different cultures can like get along together, and like it's kind of an example of what this podcast is for me. But it's just like
no, it's fine.
I'm not hosting. You're hosting.
Thank you for explaining. Yeah,
no,
so often people will go to see the small movie, and other people will go see the big movie. But on this night, the big movie was the small movie, and I think that's what makes Christopher Nolan's Batman movie special.
Yeah, no, those are.
They're not pulling from another universe similar to the Marvel movies. Iron Man is pulling from another Iron Man. Spider-Man is pulling from Iron Man. The Hulk is pulling from Iron Man, and Captain America is pulling from Iron Man. You know what I'm saying? And Thor is pulling from Guardians of the Galaxy. Whereas Batman, Christopher Nolan universe is pulling from small movies, special movies.
What? But they are referencing the same. They are referencing source material. Is that what you're saying? Like the other ones reference source material?
I'm saying that Marvel Universe is a big, bright, colorful world that's like candy.
Yeah.
The Dark Knight is an oyster. It's not for everybody, but somehow everybody wants it. It's very special.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Do you agree?
Yeah, no, they're good movies. I like them.
Okay, I'll put a check by that then.
Oh. Okay, so I guess I passed the test? Like, you
don't know what I put a check by.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sure. Sorry.
Could be bad.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so you have seen Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just go through a list of things, and I want to know if you thought it was cool.
Okay.
Okay, so the first appearance of the Joker, he famously smacks that guy's head on that pencil. Did you think that was cool?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Later in the movie, you find out that the Joker's been stealing all this money just to burn it, and you realize, oh crap, there's no point to this. He just likes chaos. Were you in that moment where you're like, holy crap, this guy's next level?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same. That's good. Now, this is a moment that I've noticed from The Dark Knight that I just can't get over. When the Joker puts himself in jail, he like just lets him get arrested, and you see him, and he's got his hands locked, and he's sitting there, and you can see that he has makeup on his hands, like he's applying that stuff himself. Like it's not toxic waste or whatever, like from the comics. Like in my mind, I was like, that is badass.
I don't think I noticed that, but now that you're pointing it out, yeah, that's badass.
And if in Film Club, are you willing to start to kind of see, like, that's what we want in Film Club, is for people to kind of watch movies and pay attention to each moment.
For sure.
So you're willing to kind of be interested in noticing like Joker paint hand stuff?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, that's really good. Check. Okay, so when you first meet Scarecrow, before he shows you that he is Scarecrow, where you're like, this is a pretty likable guy, and he seems kind of interesting.
Yeah, I mean, so my thought was like, he looks really good. He's really good, really strong jawline, and like he looked smart. And so like, I don't know if I'd say he was likable because he still's a little bit smarmy, but he was like kind of trustworthy. I was like, I don't know, like you see a good looking dude in a movie, you're like, this guy is someone that is probably a good guy, you know? So what I will say is that I didn't realize he was going to be like bad.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So you're saying that Chris Nolan achieved like what he was going for with Scarecrow.
Yes.
Okay, good. That's very good. Okay, now, in The Dark Knight, the Scarecrow returns. Were you like, holy crap?
I think I was a little more like, can we get more of him?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I was like,
okay, well, that is perfect for my next question. That's perfect. Check mark for you.
Yeah.
Now, he shows back up in The Dark Knight, and he's running the hearing. And were you like, thank God?
Oh, for sure. But I was also like, I still wish like more of him in the mask. Like,
same.
Like,
okay,
more
same.
like more like actually using powers.
But he saves them. You know, that's what makes that and that's what makes the mask special. We all want more of that mask, but we don't get it that much.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So you agree?
Yeah.
Okay, let's check mark for that. Okay. So, what are some other films that you've seen?
Other films I've seen?
Have you seen Inception?
No, I've not seen Inception.
Oh. Another check.
That was it. Is that good? Or...
Are you familiar with what Inception is about?
Yeah, I know it's like a dream movie. I know it's a movie about like, from someone who hasn't seen the movie, here's what I think Inception's about. Inception is about like a world where like there are a bunch of mirrors in different places, and if you could jump into the mirrors, you go into a new world, but it's actually a different world. And then the mirrors turn around and you're the same world upside down. But it turns out that you pull back out and it's not a world of mirrors, it's just somebody's eye, but it's pixelated with a bunch of mirrors. And so it's like you thought it was a bunch of different mirrors, but really it's just one person's eye.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Thanks.
No, that's not what it's about.
Oh.
It's about people hopping into dreams.
So kind of like that.
They're hopping into a dream. They're trying to find information.
Okay.
And then they got to go into a dream inside of a dream to find some big info.
Okay.
The problem is Leonardo DiCaprio is worried that he could get stuck in there because his wife committed suicide.
You know what is a movie that he's really good in? I love Wolf of Wall Street. He's so fucking badass in that movie.
Yeah, he's really good in everything, which is why Christopher Nolan chose him, because he's consistent.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe you should watch it.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'll watch it. Will you guys watch it in the club? I get in?
We will be watching this in the club.
Okay, cool. So maybe if I get...
No, I mean, you should watch it before so that you can have your, notes ready. And in the club, we'll be making film essays for YouTube.
So, like, what is the club? Like, what is the club, I guess? I mean...
Well, the club every week we'll meet on a Wednesday night after school.
Cool.
And we have reserved the AV room in school.
Nice.
So we'll be able to go in there, and we have a little projector, and we can watch a film. We can sit back and watch it and kind of figure out our YouTube film essay for the week.
Oh, we have to make a YouTube... Okay. I mean...
Yeah.
Cool.
And the goal and the intention is to make a viral film essay and start a Patreon and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, so you have like a whole like business plan for this.
We do have a plan.
I really respect that.
Yeah. So far, it's just me and my friend Chris.
Which one's Chris? He's also a sophomore?
Yeah, Chris is a sophomore.
What does he look like? Do I know him?
He's really round, and he always brings a bag of ham for lunch. He's he sits across from me at the lunchroom. He has a bag of ham.
A bag of ham?
Yeah, he brings like a bag of honey baked ham, just sliced. And
Oh, does he shave his head?
Yeah, he shaves his head.
Yeah, that kid.
Yeah. He's really fun and nice.
Cool, yeah.
We're always going to see movies together and stuff like that.
That's nice, man.
Yeah.
So have you always been, sorry?
It's okay. Go ahead.
No,
Ask.
No.
Feel free.
No, it's your pod.
Well, it's my interview. It's your pod.
Have you always been into movies? Sorry, last one. That's one.
I've always been into movies. I mean, ever since I was a kid, I remember being a little kid and sitting back and, one of my first movie going experiences is my cousin took me to see Memento.
I haven't seen that one.
Well, I was about 4 years old when it came out, and it's insane.
Okay, what's it about?
It's about a guy who doesn't have a memory, and so everything that he remembers is tattooed on his body.
Oh, whoa.
And that's how he remembers things.
That's kind of like, that's really cool.
Yeah.
It makes me think of like Suicide Squad Joker, because we're talking about Joker, who he has a bunch of crazy tattoos too.
Yeah, I hate him. I hate that Joker.
Yeah, I didn't like it either. I thought it was like no Ledger.
Well, I hate him.
I didn't like it.
When I think about him, it really bothers me to think about him. It seems like he's just doing a fucking ripoff of Ledger, and it's really annoying.
I actually think he did his own thing.
No, he didn't do his own thing.
I just don't think it was good, but like...
It's not good, and he didn't do his own thing. He copied the voice, he slicked back his hair, and looked hotter, which is not what the Joker's about.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, I guess I agree. It's just like, there's always going to be reinterpretations of superheroes and superhero movies.
I think you're right, but I think he did a bad job.
Yeah, I mean,
I think he should pay for it.
Pay for it?
Yeah.
Like with what, like ticket sales and stuff?
No, I think he should donate to something as an apology. Maybe our film club.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that can be the first essay,
It might be. We've thought about it. Comparing the Jokers and the campaign to get Jared Leto to apologize and send money.
I mean, sure. I mean, that rules.
Well, because you have to understand now, every time that we talk about the Joker in our film club, Jared Leto is going to get brought up, and we're wasting valuable film club time, and we only have a few, we have 100-something days of school.
But like, you do the same thing for like, Jack Nicholson?
No.
Okay.
Because Jack Nicholson, I don't know if you've ever seen the video where Jack Nicholson says, I told him.
No, what's this?
Well, the day Heath Ledger died, Jack Nicholson's approached on the street outside of a restaurant by a paparazzi, and the paparazzi says, Jack, did you hear Heath Ledger died? And Jack looks at the camera and goes, that's terrible. I told him. Whoa. Yeah. Which means they were in contact while Heath Ledger was preparing for Joker.
Wow.
Which means Jack Nicholson is in he's a part of that performance.
Right.
Which means Jack Nicholson is an ally. He's good.
Okay.
Jared Leto, he pooped in condoms and sent them to the cast members because he thought that was what the Joker would do. But if he knew anything, he'd know the Joker wouldn't even have condoms because the Joker probably doesn't fuck.
I mean, Harley Quinn.
I'm talking about...
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Not Harley Quinn.
Okay, sure.
And if anything, I don't think... No.
Okay.
I think you're wrong.
Okay, that's
Sorry.
fine. That's fine. Hey, it's your
when I think of film...
Okay.
I think of a few key moments in cinema.
Okay.
I think of Heath Ledger's parents walking up onto that stage at the Oscars and thanking the Academy for giving Heath the Oscar for the comic book movie. When does that ever happen?
I think it could happen one day with like with a living person,
Yeah. With who? See, you don't even know.
I mean, who's your dream cast Joker for right now?
There is nothing other than me. The only other guy I think could ever play the Joker would be me.
You think you could play the Joker?
Yeah.
Can I hear your Joker voice?
It's not ready yet.
Well, I mean, come on. Come on.
Well, I just don't. Okay, fine.
Come on, dude.
Well, give me what should I say? What's the scene?
Okay, so I'll be Harley. No, I don't want to be Harley Quinn. Should I be Harley Quinn? Who should I be? I don't want to be Batman. I feel like I can't get into Batman.
Be Robin.
Okay. Hello, where's Batman? I can't find Batman anywhere. Where's Batman? Hello, Batman. I can't find you. Who's there? Who's there? I can't find Batman. Who's there? Who's there? Huh? What's that? Come back here. I'll throw my Robin right. I know that laugh anywhere. It's you, the Joker.
I think that you're going to be taken by me to the bank.
Wow, that's the funniest joke I've heard you say all day. Me taken by you? Fat chance. Battering! Ha!
Ah, these little things are ridiculous. Ah! I'm gonna kill you!
Oh, no way you'll kill me. I'll jump up and...
What?
What did you...
I've killed you!
But I... Batman. Oh, Batman.
I'm gonna shoot you.
No,
My Joker is pretty relentless.
Yeah, it's pretty... It's kind of like an old lady. I feel like it sounds a little like an old
I would
lady.
be pulling from, obviously the Wicked Witch of the West.
Oh,
that's
for sure.
something that not a lot of people did. Heath Ledger pulled a lot from Tom Waits.
Yeah, folding legends on top of themselves.
Yeah, where I would be pulling from a lot of the films of the olden times.
Oh, cool. So I guess, yeah, but speaking of film, should we just get back to the
some
interview?
films.
Sorry, I took over
No,
a
it's
little
fine.
bit,
It's fine. That was helpful for me.
Okay.
And I plan, by the time I'm 18, I'm going to move to LA where I'm going to start making films on my own and
That
hopefully
is cool.
auditioning and being, if rumor has it, Chris Nolan's going to come back to the franchise, and I would be happy to kind of honor it in any possible way.
Is he like your favorite director or something? Because you've brought him up a bunch.
Yeah, well, it's just he makes movies that, like I said, are for little movies that are for everyone, and that's why I love him.
Okay. Oh yeah, he's someone that the Rockville 2 will always he could play one on either.
Yeah. His movies, you can pop them on either screen and you can sit back and relax and enjoy, and you think about them. I mean, have you ever even seen Interstellar?
I've seen like parts of it on TV, but I haven't seen like the whole thing. And the end is like really like pretty, like in like the stuff with like the like in the like library or like the book.
Yeah, the wormhole.
Yeah, the wormhole. Yeah.
It's really beautiful, and it really changed my life.
How so?
Well, both of my parents, they overdosed on OxyContin.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. And I've always dreamed that they were angels in the sky watching over me. But then when I saw Interstellar and I learned about wormholes and how everything just happens for a reason and that there's no heaven, I learned that I should give up on that dream and just accept that they're in the fucking dirt.
So you believed in God, and then you saw Interstellar. You didn't believe in God anymore.
Yeah, it's life-changing.
I don't know. I just feel like, okay.
Well, I used to find a lot of comfort in thinking that they were angels, but now I know that they're not angels and that they're just being eaten by fucking worms. So I'm happy to just accept that, and you live with my cousins.
Okay. You live with your cousins. Okay.
Well, I live with two real cousins.
What do you mean?
I live with two real cousins, and one who I recently, within the last year, similar to Jack Nicholson's childhood and the overall ambiguous nature of Chris Nolan's film endings, I've discovered he's not my real cousin, and so I'm having a hard time.
I'm sorry. How's he?
Well, he's my aunt's stepson.
He's your. Oh, so he's still your cousin.
No, we have none of the same blood.
Yeah, but I mean, you can not have any similar blood with a cousin. It's like he's still your cousin because he's still part of the family. He's a stepson. So
no.
Well,
no. I have no connection with him anymore.
I mean, you live with him, right?
I do.
Yeah. So
Yeah, we share a room.
oh, so like big brothers basically.
No, no.
Because of,
Until about 2 weeks ago, yeah, but not anymore.
okay,
I've just decided that I don't know how to think about him anymore.
I mean, I think he's still your cousin.
No, he's part of my origin. This great discovery is part of my great origin. And, I'm on a journey to try to figure out how to accept it. But right now, at this point in my life, I just can't accept him. I don't know him.
Seems like you're trying to make this into like a
I'm not trying.
like a shattering thing, but it's not that shattering.
No, it's very shattering.
It's not that shattering.
This is the saddest thing that's ever happened in my life.
Well, congratulations, and that's not that bad, you know.
Well, it's the saddest thing that's ever happened in my life, easily.
Well, then congratulations. That's not that bad.
Well, it is bad. It's bad. Why do you think it's not that bad?
Because it's just it doesn't change anything about your relationship. It doesn't change anything but the memories you've shared together. It doesn't change
No. I'm now, because of this, it changes everything, and now I can't look at people who don't have this in a way to where I can no longer like connect with people, and now who knows what I'll become because of it in the future when I'm an adult.
You're not like a super villain. You know what I mean? Like this isn't like the beginning of like an evil like, you know, monster. This is just like this thing that happens to families. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
this very tragic thing.
It's not that tragic though. Do you see what I'm saying? Like your parents died. That's sad. Your parents died of an Oxycontin overdose.
Yeah, but I was 8 and now I'm 15. Like when I was 8, yeah, it's sad when both of your parents overdose on Oxycontin, but now I'm 15, so I have a bit more of an understanding of life and stuff. And I think it's much more sad that I just found out my cousin is actually my step cousin. That's very weird. It's weird.
It's weird. Your interview. It's your podcast. It's your podcast.
Do you have cousins?
Yes, I do.
And?
They're chill.
And are you blood related?
Yes.
Okay, so you don't understand, and you won't understand. See, in this situation, you're like Commissioner Gordon in this situation, and I'm Selena Kyle. It's just two different worlds.
Okay. I have step brothers and step sisters.
And how do you feel when you look at them? Do you feel disgust?
No, I just sort of feel like they're like older than me, so like they're not really like a part of my life at all.
Yeah.
And they don't really come around for like holidays and stuff, so just like they're sort of just like strangers, you know? So I don't feel any way about them, just like they're around sometimes and like...
So you're complacent?
Complacent?
You're like Harvey Bullock.
Harvey who?
Bullock. He's one of the detectives who works with Commissioner Gordon. He eats falafel in Batman Begins.
Okay, sure. And I guess that's... If I'm in Batman, I'm like the fucking Riddler. Not the Riddler, what's his name? You want to see my mask?
Scarecrow?
Scarecrow. Yeah.
Why?
Because he does an interview, and he does an interview in that movie. You remember that? He does an interview, and that's what I do. And also, he like brings out people's fears, and I sort of bring out people's like inner stories, which is sort of similar.
Well, no, I think if anyone here is Scarecrow, it would be me.
No, I'm Scarecrow, dude.
No.
You just said you're Selena Kyle. You're Catwoman.
No, I am. I have elements of both.
You can only pick one. You're Selena Kyle.
You can't. I'm the... See, okay, hold on.
Wait, what'd you do in a check? Where's that check? What does that mean? Is that good or bad?
For a review.
It's not even the question. Was this a whole other question?
Yes.
Can I see your questions?
We all have to come to an understanding about who is who.
Okay.
Why do you want to see my questions?
Because I want to know. Did I answer a question? Or you just like put an X mark because I like insulted your intelligence about like fucking Batman.
You didn't.
Stuff.
I'm just saying we have to decide who is who before we join film club. And in Chris Nolan's Batman universe, which villain are you?
I already told you. I'm Scarecrow, and you said
okay, fine.
You can't be two. You said you were
okay,
two. Then
fine.
so
Hold on. You can be Scarecrow when he's not wearing the mask and he's just interviewing,
I'm always
and
Scarecrow.
I'll be mask Scarecrow.
But then you're also Selena Kyle. You're also Catwoman, so you can't be both. Then how come you get to be both and I get to? I have
because
to be one
I
at one time.
invented the podcast. I mean, I invented the film club. I invented it, and this is what I had going in.
You said podcast. Are you trying to make it into a podcast too?
Well, I thought it'd be a good idea because we're doing the Patreon, so I figured I thought maybe if I came on, I would.
If I had
more.
known you were actually making a podcast, I would not have given you reins over my podcast. Do like a test run.
You can't be the only podcast in all of the school.
I'm fine with that. I've had this conversation with so many fucking people before, but I'm saying that I wouldn't have like let you into see how my system works if I'd known that you were gonna try to like replicate it for your system.
Why do you care?
Because it's
Well, you're trying to steal Scarecrow from me.
I'm not. I picked Scarecrow.
You're trying to steal Scarecrow from me. Why don't I steal podcast from you?
You can't. That's not the same thing. And then you're trying to steal it from me?
Well, wait for the comments, and you'll see.
Ask me more questions. I want to see if I can be in this group or not.
Okay, fine. When Batman is fighting in the snow at the end of The Dark Knight Rises, do you think that's cool?
Yes.
Okay, good. When Bane punches wall and Batman ducks and Bane breaks the part of the wall, was that cool to you?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now, when Batman jumps from giant gap in hole, did you tell your friend to look at your arm because your arm had chills on it?
No, but I did think it was cool.
Okay. Interesting. Now, at the very end of The Dark Knight Rises, it's come to a conclusion. If you're anything like me, you're feeling kind of sad because you know it's ending. That means bye-bye to everything I've loved for the past few years. The cops are charging the Bane's crew of people.
Yeah.
Right? And Batman's at the lead of the cops, and Bane's at the lead of his crew.
Okay.
It's snowing. You're thinking Batman is now strong and he's got all the cops. How did you feel about that?
I mean, that was cool.
Yeah.
And
you were on Batman's side.
Yeah, always on Batman's side.
Okay. In the movie Inception, which you haven't seen, there is a scene where he takes Ellen Page, who is his one of his students, out and into a dream. They fall asleep together and they go into a dream and they walk around, and then she sees that she can make her own reality, and so the world sort of becomes like upside down, like a mirror image. To you, is that cool?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. And you said you've seen moments in Interstellar.
Yeah, I've seen like on TV. So I saw the end of it and then started watching the beginning of it, and I haven't seen like the in between stuff.
Okay, now in Interstellar, they go in space where time is different. So like a day in space is like 100 years or something. That's an exaggeration. So when you think about that as part of the storyline, and the main guy, Matthew McConaughey, has children, does that really stress you out? To think that he might only be gone for one day in space, but that means his kids are getting older than him?
Yeah, it's like sad, like you don't get to see your kids grow up, and that's like, and you're sort of doing it for them, and so it's just like, it just really sucks,
Yeah. See, just thinking about it right now, and just talking about it and hearing you kind of realize that, I can see that you're getting emotional, so that's good. That means Christopher Nolan is good at his job. Check mark for that. Now, a movie that we haven't discussed, Dunkirk. Recently, Dunkirk came out last summer.
Right.
Did you see it?
No, I did not.
Are you interested in knowing that Harry Styles from One Direction turns out a really fantastic performance?
Yeah, it was good to know. I usually, like, a boy band type person, you don't expect them to actually be a good actor, except for JT, who's actually really good, Justin Timberlake. But yeah, that's good to know. I'm glad to know that he's doing a good job. It's kind of exciting.
And do you trust that he gave a good performance?
Yeah, I mean, if he's in a Christopher Nolan movie, he's probably a good actor.
That is a perfect answer. Would you be interested to know that in the hallway, do you remember the scene in The Dark Knight Rises when Bane is standing in the hallway outside of the football game?
Not specifically, but like generally.
And then but later in the movie, the
football game, like
it blows up.
Yeah.
Okay, so did you know that they just put 2 cameras filming that scene and had one on the little boy singing the national anthem, and they put the other on Tom Hardy as Bane, and Tom Hardy improvises a famous line, which is where he says, he's got a beautiful voice. That wasn't in the script.
Oh, cool. I didn't. Yeah. I didn't know that, but that's cool. Anytime someone improvises something in the movie and it gets in, that's like really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Do you know in Star Wars? Sorry, this is taking over for a second. You know in Star Wars when Han Solo goes, Leia's like, "I love you," and Han Solo is like, "I know." It's sort of like he was supposed to say, "I love you too," but he improvised, "I know," which is like kind of cool, kind of like in Christopher Nolan movies.
That is cool. Now, if provided the opportunity to vote in the election for president, who would you choose?
In this past election,
Yeah.
I vote for Hillary Clinton. I would have done. I was interested in Bernie Sanders, but I don't think that's like really reasonable. You know, like I think like, you know, America isn't ready for a socialist. Though I really respect what he did in sort of pushing Hillary to the left. I think it's really valuable stuff to show that, like, to prove to her that there is, like, you know, there is a powerful leftist demographic out there. You know, I'm sort of a moderate, but I do believe in a lot of leftist stuff. But I probably would have voted for. I definitely would have voted for Hillary Clinton for sure.
Okay. Now, now let me just see if I can get you thinking in a interesting new way. Batman is what?
Batman is Bruce Wayne. Batman is.
And what is Bruce Wayne?
Bruce Wayne is, you know, the heir to the Wayne fortune.
And what is the Wayne fortune?
I think it sort of shifts depending on the universe, but, you know, it's sort of just an ambiguous, like, business.
With what kind of, how much money around is in it?
He's a millionaire? Like billions of dollars? Billions.
And our current president, who's that?
Trump.
Exactly. And what is Trump known for being?
I mean, he's known for being, you know, rich, but he's like kind of not really, you know what I mean?
Right. But could potentially be fake news.
No, I mean, no, it's the New York Times just came out with it. Like, he didn't really make much money ever. He just like sort of borrowed from his dad.
Okay, but he has a dad.
He did have a dad.
Who died.
Yes, and sort of got all his money.
Similar to?
Bruce Wayne, is that what you're trying to...
And if Trump was maybe garnered some support, and people told him that if he wanted to put his money in the right place, he could be, if he wanted to buy a suit and a car, maybe dig out a cave, put some computers in there, maybe a boat, plane. He could, if he wanted, become...
Alfred?
No. Trump could be, if he wanted.
You want me to say Batman?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, so you agree that Trump could be Batman and maybe is, but we just wouldn't know because we've never seen it because he operates at night. Think about this.
Okay.
Before we were alive, Giuliani cleaned up New York. Okay? And then, but we didn't see it. Nobody saw it. It's not in the news. It's just one day New York was clean. But who is Giuliani's friend?
Trump. So you're saying that Trump as Batman helped clean up New York City?
We don't know, but it's just something I've been thinking about. And the fact that Trump is not telling everyone that he's Batman means that he's probably a pretty good guy. Because he wants Batman to take the credit. He doesn't want to take the credit.
Okay. Sure. I mean,
How old is Baron Trump?
I don't know. He's like 6 or 8 or something.
He's about 13 or 14.
Okay.
How old was Robin?
You want me to say 13 or 14? You want me to say Baron Trump is Robin?
Could be. We just don't know.
Okay, I mean, I see the connections you're making, but like that's not going to change my potential vote. You know what I mean?
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 16.
Okay, so in 2 years,
Okay.
you'll be 18.
Mm-hmm.
That's when Trump will be up for re-election. So, do you agree with everything I've been saying?
I'm not going to vote for him, dude.
But do you agree with everything I've been saying about?
I believe that you said what you said, but I don't believe he's Batman, and I'm not going to vote for him.
Okay.
And also, I wouldn't vote for Batman either.
Why?
He's like a totalitarian dick. You know what I mean? Like he's like pure. All he does is like want to beat people up. You know, like he like turned the whole country into like a jail. I would not vote for Batman. He's better as a superhero than a president. Also, he like doesn't compromise, and and it is my firm belief, if you are a politician, then compromise should be your number one thing.
Okay, but think about this.
Okay.
Batman decides to save the day one last time. He ditches his bat plane. He gives his mantle down to a young cop whose name happens to be Dick Grayson. And then he just goes and lives somewhere and decides to get into politics. Then would you vote for Batman?
Maybe. If he gave up the cloak.
So how do you know that Trump didn't do that in the 90s?
Well, because Batman wasn't real in the 90s, dude.
Yes, you don't know because Batman operates in the dark. You don't know if the Ninja Turtles aren't real. They're under the ground. And I know they're not real because mutants don't exist. But Batman can exist if you're a billionaire. And Trump is a billionaire. And he probably has a bat plane. And he probably has a bat car. And he lives in a cave. And he probably cleaned up the streets of New York in the mid-90s.
Make whatever check you want. I'm not going to vote for Trump.
Okay, you don't. All right. That means no vote for Trump.
Yeah.
No Trump vote means no film club.
So now you're not letting me in film club?
No. Because I need to assure that our film essays for YouTube are all going to be on the same page, which we want it to be Trump propaganda based on Chris Nolan films.
But I bet Trump doesn't even watch Chris Nolan films. He's probably too fucking stupid.
Yeah, he's playing stupid so people don't find out he's Batman.
You know what? Coolest freshman. Who thinks is coolest freshman? I'm taking this back. I'm taking it back, dude. Coolest freshman. Who's the coolest freshman?
Libby Acorn.
Libby Acorn?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I think it's really cool that she's only born with the ability to grow one tit. And I think that that's cool. And she doesn't even try to get a fake tit. She just like lives with her one tit and talks about it and makes fun of it.
Yeah, I mean, I was just going to say, I think like her poetry is cool.
I don't know anything about that. I just see
she
her.
Posts in the Rockville Record, so it's good poetry. Like it rhymes. It manages to rhyme without being cheesy.
I guess that is pretty cool.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for doing the pod.
Thanks, dude.
Forever Dog.
This has been a Forever Dog production. Executive produced by Brett Boehm, Joe Cilio, and Alex Ramsey. For more original podcasts, please visit foreverdogpodcasts.com and subscribe to our shows on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Keep up with the latest Forever Dog news by following us on Twitter and Instagram @ForeverDogTeam and liking our page.